So the question I get all the time when it comes to guard passing in the gi is, how do I deal with it when somebody controls my sleeves? And so what's really interesting about this is if Jeff starts to get sleeve control, maybe he's going to play spider guard, okay? When somebody does this, it becomes so much harder to do jiu-jitsu in general. And the reason is because I can no longer hand fight. Okay, and so we kind of have to just deconstruct what we are doing on our hand fight when we don't have him controlling our sleeves. And so how we look at this is when he starts to put me in, we'll start with spider guard. When he starts to put me in a situation like this, if I let him have mobility, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. He has some control of my mobility, but he has a lot of control of my grip fight. He's going to hit sweeps, he's going to hit submissions on me. And so the big thing we look at first when we are dealing with somebody in spider guard is they don't want to be way over him when I'm in chest over hips. It's so easy for him to be triangling me. And so what I'm doing instead is I'm going to try to occupy the crooks of his knees, okay? And so what that might look like is I'll take my hands and I might go here. Now if Jeff goes to triangle me or do some offense to me, ooh, man, if he frees, now go ahead. Like if he starts to free one of these, he's going to end up with a lot of offense here, right? So what are you going to do? Yeah, he's able to start to move again, right? But as soon as I can occupy this, now he goes to move again, it becomes harder. Once he gets his leg free, you'll notice, go ahead and start to escape. Yeah, once his leg is free, he's able to start to move. Do you know jiu-jitsu, dude? Yeah, you looked like you didn't even know what you were doing there. And so when he starts to go here, something else I can do is I can go hands in and I can use my knee to kind of frame in that. And this again makes it hard. When he starts to move around, I can start to stack, and I can really just, I don't really think about this as a passing position though, okay? This is kind of a survival position. You'll notice he might have a lasso hook on me, right? So he goes lasso, go ahead and go deep, and with this, I can actually occupy the crook of his knee and occupy the crook of his knee, okay? So now he goes to move me from lasso. Notice I'm not really moving a whole lot. Right? If I start to open up this space, he goes to move me. Look how his hips become free, and he starts to knock me down. He still has control of my sleeves. Okay? So that's always the defensive thought when we're dealing with somebody controlling our sleeves. We're going to go feet in the hips. He's here. Right now, my hands cannot accomplish yet. He's going to have me in a ton of danger. And so what we might start to do is we might start to go elbows to knees. Right? Now he goes to move, and I can start to pass. Okay? Notice, though, there was a point when I was starting to just pass there where I had to stop occupying behind his knees, but I still need to control his legs. How I do that offensively, right? So defensively, I'm behind his knees. Offensively, I'm going to start to control his upper thigh. We've done guard retention videos about how important it is to never let somebody do that. And the reason is because watch all this distance I get to close on Jeff here so quickly because I have those upper thighs. So the short answer to this kind of this fight is just keep double sleeves and just start to put offense on me. It was behind the knees until I felt him start to pull on me. And when I felt that, well, he's pulling me to this kind of upper thighs. I actually use my knees to go upper thighs instead of my hands. And I'm able to fall into mount there, okay? So that is kind of our general idea of dealing with those grip fights that are really frustrating. Even collar sleeve that this would work for. But you just try to control the person's legs. You do that behind the knees and on their upper thighs.